Happy birthdays as well. You always find the latest courtyard permanent solution. Out of the box.
Hello and welcome to Radio Waves by Todderbert. Today I'll be reviewing the Tecsun PL-310ET. It's an FM stereo, shortwave, medium wave, long wave DSP receiver. And here's a view of the box. It's your standard fare. A lot of Chinese writing. Okay. In the box you will get a bag, carry your radio in. It's got a little pouch for the earbuds. Speaking of earbuds, you get them. They're like a inexpensive looking guys. Oh, and there's no little tag when it was made. 2017, May 27th. So you get those. And you get an owner's manual, which is very concise. We're going to try to go over most of it during this video, which is a lot. So I'm going to kind of talk quickly, and hopefully you can keep up with me, and we'll hit all the bases. Okay. Comes packaged with some type of wrap inside the bubble wrap, so that was nice, a little extra protection. And then the radio. Let's go over its basic dimensions first. It's 5 1/4 inches long, 3 1/4 inches high, and it has 1 inch in depth. And for size sake, there's a deck of cards. And another comparison, we have a Skywave to give you an idea of the sizes. So you're in that ultra portable radio category, which is really cool. I love this radio. Antenna extends out 22 inches. Swivels 360, which is handy. I purchased this radio for $42 off Amazon, and it was a bargain. This is a great radio if you're looking to get started in the hobby. So let's go over it. So we have a 2-inch speaker. Did some quality testing on the speaker. It's decent. The Skywave has an edge, but remember the Skywave costs $90 versus $40, so that's why it has some of the edge. So we'll go over the buttons. We have a time button, an alarm button. We have power, a display with lock function, a light snooze button. Don't know why they made it so small. It's almost impossible to press. ETM, easy tune mode. We will touch on that at the end of the video. We have a VM VF button. We'll go over that. We have an FM stereo, AM bandwidth button, FM band button, a medium wave and long wave band, your meter bands for the shortwave. Go up and down through them. And then we have your numeric keypad for direct entry of the frequencies. And of course you have some secondary functions. FM set, that's expanded band or regular band. 24-hour clock, 9 or 10K stepping on the medium wave band. And then you have your charge mode. So if you had alkaline batteries, you want to have that off, and it would, not charge when you hooked up a charger. So we'll put it back to chargeable. That's what I have in here. Beep on and off. Right now I have the beep off, so I'm going to turn it back off again. It's because that's annoying. And delete function when you're using your memory presets, and we'll go through that together. All right, on the left side of the radio, we have the FM and shortwave antenna input. This jack is really handy for those reels, those little spools of wire you can buy, and just plug it right in. It really, when you have the opportunity, it's much better than the whip. I've found a lot more stations using this. Headphone jack is really good. FM stereo sounds fantastic through it. AM reception sounds great. There's a DC input of 5 volts, which is a USB mini jack, which is the USB-B version. And on the right side we have your volume, which is notched. And then we have the tuning knob, which is also has a notch feature. You hear that? Okay. On the back of the radio, can't forget about the wrist strap, and it's branded, has her name on it. On the back we have a flip stand with the frequency chart. Pretty basic stuff. We have 3 AA batteries in here, and I am using the Tenergy Centura low self-discharge. So these are equal to like the Eneloop, regular Eneloops. For some reason, my Eneloop Pros wasn't working in the 310. It would work fine, these two bottom batteries, but this top battery wouldn't make a connection. It kept going in and out. So I had to find a new battery, and I found these. They were $7.99 for 4-pack off Amazon, and heard good things about them. Thought I'd give them a try. C-Crane sells the premium version of that battery, so I figured they must be good. Radio companies are selling them too. All right. So display, if you hit this button with power off, it just cycles the, whoops, just locked it. There's the, okay, well, let's unlock this. It goes to alarm setting or the temperature when it's off. And when it's on, it does more, a lot more. So let's go ahead and turn it on. Okay, it has a sleep mode. If I would have held that down and then turned the tuning knob, you can set it from like 1 minute sleep, which is ridiculous, up to 120, which is handy. Put the antenna up since we're in the FM band right now. Okay. Now I want to go over the way it stores stations. So there's a way you can have a preset mode, or you have your frequency mode by hitting this VM VF button. Okay, so now we're in the frequency mode, so if we tune here, you can see how it goes slow, and if you go fast, you know, so it goes jumping quicker than turning the knob faster. So, and then you can also direct key entry right in this mode too. Volume shows the volume there. So we're going to show you the automatic search and store. So you just press and hold, and now it's going to search and store all stations found to a permanent storage. And you get 100 on the FM, 100 on the medium wave, 100 on the long wave, and 250 on the short wave. I don't have long wave enabled because I get no stations with that. So that's pretty quick. So if you didn't like the station, you can delete it. You just press the delete button. Sorry, press and hold, and confirm it by hitting it again. I don't like this one either, say. Hit it again. So you can see it's deleting those stations. In this mode, you can also, let's go to the preset mode. Okay, so you turn the knob to go through the presets. Now there's also a way to scroll through the presets like a browse. So while it's flashing, it should advance on its own. So say you didn't like this as it's browsing.
This year is noticeably different.
Just hit delete. And it'll delete it. I don't like this one. Delete it. So it's kind of neat. It goes through the presets, and so you're able to browse them casually and delete the ones that didn't come out right or you didn't like. It's a nice way of cleaning it up. Okay, so to turn it off, you just hit the button again. When you're in the frequency mode, let's go to frequency mode here. There we are. And if you press and hold the VM VF key, this is cool. It's doing a search, browse. So you'd be like, I like that station, so you hit memory. I like that station too, memory. So you can store as it browses. So another way to search all those stations you like is every 5 seconds to go to the next one, and then you just keep hitting memory, the M key, to store it. Pretty nice function. So you hit this button again to stop it. So that works the same way in the AM band. And we're going to do a search and store in the AM. Again, you get 100. And this button down here we're going to touch on, the AM bandwidth button. So if you're doing some distance searching, this is very handy. So I found some stations. Like, ooh, I don't like this one, so you just press and hold and then confirm it. So now we're in preset mode. So 560 to 610. Big jump for nothing there. So say it's late at night and you want to see if there's something in there. Press this button to go frequency mode. And then you can tune slowly and try to find some stations, which we just did. And to pull that station out, you would hit the bandwidth button. And you can see if you can clear it up. So that's how that bandwidth button works. It's really nice and handy. I usually leave mine on 3 for casual. And go back to the... Oh, we're doing the browse just like I showed you on the FM. Which is nice. So we're going to go ahead and just turn that off. Jump to preset, and then we can go through our presets.
Against the Raiders.
That's skip 740.
And we are going to be reflecting
So we go back
on, let's be honest, wasn't a great year for Chicago sports 2017. My name's Adam Hogue, Dave Ennett.
Got that 740 zoomer, so I could notice how I kind of made it sound a little clearer by playing with the bandwidth and then micro tuning. Pretty handy. And as you can see, I got the signal strength and then the signal noise ratio, and you can change that by hitting display, alarm, temperature, and a clock too, which is handy, so you know what time is. I'm always writing a time down when I do my logs. That also remembers your bandwidth that you had it on while you were searching. Go back into the preset mode.
Here being like, oh my God, stuff, and it's not because I'm so generous, because this community has created a fund. Or loan money to anyone. You change.
It's picking up a lot of stations tonight. Another thing you do is if you feel like having the light on all the time, you just press and hold the light button, and now it'll stay on permanently until you're ready to turn it off. It's handy. I want to make sure I showed you that. Shortwave, different bands. Cool thing about this is you can go to a band and press and hold this button. It'll search and store just that band. So that's a handy feature. Now if you press and hold this button, it'll search and store the entire shortwave band. So don't know how much fun that'll be, but I find myself using this one more often. So we're not really going to find much here, so we'll just turn this off. But just so you know that the shortwave band also has the fine-tuning on the bandwidth. If you're trying to quiet down the station that's just a little crazy, or it's coming in and out too harshly, that'll help. So very, very good. Alright. So did we cover everything? I might have forgot a few things, but there's so much to this radio that I'm always discovering something new. Oh yeah, the Etm function. So if you were doing the ETM function, what that means is it'll store stations in a temporary storage. So you hit the ETM button, and it does the same thing that the automatic search and store does, but it puts it in a temporary memory. So right now, all those presets you see are temporary. They don't store permanently, which is nice. So if you're traveling and you want to know local stations in the area, you hit the ETM button, and you haven't overwritten your home stations, which is nice. And just scroll through them like you do the other ones.
The Nationals,
So pretty nice.
Facing Dusty Baker and putting themselves in a hole and
Back to FM. There's nothing on ETM, so we'll turn that mode off. Or actually just enabled it. That's okay. Stop it. Hit press. Turn that off.
Winter song. So they did. On the corner of Hollywood and Vine.
Okay, I think you just hit the other keys then, maybe. There we go. So to get out of ETM mode, just go to your VMVF mode.
I made problems. We were sleeping back to back. We know this day wasn't built to last. Good.
So the sound overall sounds really good.
Picture perfect. Chase
All right, turn this off. Okay, final thoughts on this radio. This comes in a class of its own. For $42, you're getting so much capability right out of the box that this will entertain you for years. It's just a great build. It's solid, inexpensive. Like I say, $42 gets you so much comparatively to the Skywave that I featured earlier. This one here for $90, you're getting a weather channel, an airband, maybe a little bit better tonal quality. But is it better than that radio? In some ways, yes. In some ways, no. I'm finding out that navigating presets here is okay. You can actually also, I didn't show you, you can also manually enter the preset number. If you knew what station, say you knew number 75 was your favorite preset, you could enter 75 when you're in that preset mode. Forgot to mention that to you. But overall, this is easy to handle. It's amazing the amount of memory this has, and the ability to have ETM, which is that temporary memory storage. So it just does a lot for the money. So I'd recommend the Tecsun PL-310ET as a definite buy. And when you do buy this, let me know. Or if you own one already, let me know. And tell me what you found with it. Okay, appreciate it. Take care.